And I'm going to call this meeting of the Committee of the Whole for Wednesday, January 24th, to order. I am the chair of this committee, and with me at the dais are council members Palmisano, Johnson, Goodman, Ellison, Warsami, Schrader, Council President Bender, Councilmember Cunningham, Councilmember Fletcher, Councilmember Reich. Should take my glasses off. Councilmember Cano, Councilmember Gordon, and we have a quorum of the committee. Colleagues, the only item on our agenda today is the report of the committees. These reports are an opportunity for committee chairs to let the committee know what will be coming before the full council on Friday. And with that, our first committee report is the Health, Environment, Civil Rights, and Engagement, which is chaired by Councilmember Cunningham.
Thank you, Vice President Jenkins. The Health, Environment, Civil Rights, and Engagement Committee will be bringing forward one item for consideration at Friday's City Council meeting. We have reappointments to the Public Health Advisory Committee for 2-year terms starting January 1st of this year and ending December 31st, 2019. So we have those reappointments, and additionally, we also covered. We received and filed a draft schedule for presentations from the reporting departments. The purpose for this is to create a learning environment where city leaders and staff share information and expertise with decision makers, operationalize equity throughout the city of Minneapolis, improve appreciation of staff work that's happening, and also increase our awareness as council members of the health committee related work for effective budgetary investment. So we're going to be having those presentations so that they're available to all council members. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Councilmember Cunningham, for that report. Are there any questions? Our next committee report is from Public Safety and Emergency Management, chaired by Councilmember Cano.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We have, let's see here, 5 items, but I think we misnumbered one of them. So I think we have 6 items total. One of them is the Minneapolis Downtown Improvement District contract, the amendment with SMG for plainclothes officers. Item number 3 is the grant from the Minnesota Board of Firefighter Training and Education training reimbursement. Item number 4 is the grant from the International Association of Chiefs of Police for community collective healing and officer wellness. Item number 5 is the contract amendment with Trans Languages LLC for translation and interpretation services. And item number 6 is contract with Aspen Psychological Consulting LLC for psychological evaluation services. And that is all.
Thank you, Councilmember Cano. Are there any questions? Seeing none, our next report is from the Transportation and Public Works Committee, chaired by Councilmember Reich.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The committee will be forwarding 12 items for full consideration at the council meeting. Item 1 is a transfer of the Boston Field from the City of Minneapolis to the Minneapolis Park and Rec Board. Items 2 through 6 are all contracts for activities of the department. Items 7, 8, and 9 are setting public hearings for various road repair projects throughout the city. Item 10 is the bid for parking ramp condenser unit replacement. And the following 2 items are also accepting bids for activities and materials for the department. I'll stand for questions if there's any specific concern.
Thank you, Councilmember Wright. Are there any questions? Our next committee report is from Ways and Means, chaired by Councilmember Warsami.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have 25 items for the council's full consideration. The first item is a legal settlement claim of Ali Eden. Second item is a contract amendment with Lofa Construction Consulting LLC for Fire Station number 15, reconstruction and remodeling. The third item is a gift acceptance 2017 fourth quarter report. Fourth item is a contract with Polaris Industries for use of all-terrain vehicles during the Super Bowl events and activities. The fifth item is a contract amendment with Translanguages LLC for translations and interpretation services. The sixth item is a grant from the Minnesota Board of Firefighter Training and Education. Seventh item is an amendment with SMG for plainclothes officers. Eighth item is a contract with Aspen Psychological Consulting LLC for psychological evaluation services. The ninth item is a gift acceptance for the Minneapolis Police Department from Vibrant and Safe, a subsidiary of the Minneapolis Downtown Improvement District. The 10th item is a bid for Park King Ramp Condenser Unit Replacement Project. The 11th item is a bid for cleaning of the small diameter sanitary sewer system. 12th item is a bid for construction of concrete sidewalk, curb and gutter alleys and drive approaches. The 13th item is the Minnesota Department of Health grant for source water protection plant implementation. 14th item is a contract with Hennepin County Sentencing to Services Program for maintenance services. Okay. The 15th item is a contract amendment with Thomas & Sons Construction for Seward Bicycle Project. The 16th item is a contract amendment with American Environmental LLC for storm sewer cleaning. 17th item is a contract with Hennepin County for waste disposal services. 18th is a Mid-City Industrial Reconstruction Project designation, cost estimate and appropriation increase. 19th is wages and salaries ordinance. 20th is a contract amendment with Fager BD Consulting for federal representation. 21st is a contract amendment with Franzen Law and Policy Group LLC for state legislative services. The 22nd item is a contract amendment with Frederickson and Byron, PA. 23rd item is an Eastside Storage and Maintenance Facility grant from the Mississippi Watershed Management. 24th item is a grant from the International Association of Chiefs of Police. And the 25th item is a resolution appropriation funds to regulatory services for repairs related to Tenants Remedies Act. And I will stand for any questions. Thank you.
Thank you for that report, Councilmember Warsame. Are there any questions? Seeing none, our final report is from the Executive Committee, and that report will be given by the committee's Vice Chair, Council President Bender.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We had 4 items at committee, 2 of which will come to the council. The first item coming to council is the creation of a new position in the Health Department as Deputy Commissioner of Health. This consolidates a couple of management positions, and actually I think we'll be referring this back to the Ways and Means Committee for review there before it comes back to the council for a final vote. And the second item coming to council was a report about our 2017 Pay Equity Implementation Report. This is mandated by the state, and it looks at gender parity in pay. We had a robust discussion at the committee about how we want to go above and beyond the standards of the state, but this is adopting and giving staff permission to forward this to the state. Then we had 2 other items that will not come to the council. This was the interim designation of Nuria Rivera Vandermeide as interim city coordinator, and David Frank as our interim executive director of CPED. These are both just for 90 days, and those interim appointments don't come to the council, but wanted to highlight that for you and just thank them both for their service to the city. Thanks.
Thank you, Council President Bender. Are there any questions about the Executive Committee report? Seeing none, I want to thank you all. That completes our agenda, and seeing no further business to be presented at this time, we are adjourned.